Hey, what's going on? Ryan here with Intersection Records. And the day has finally come to rank all 15 studio albums of the legendary American quintet rock band Aerosmith. I started off thinking I would just do the first 8 albums, the pre-Permanent Vacation albums, with the thought being that, outside writers started creeping in for Permanent Vacation, and of course Pump and Get a Grip, and I wasn't familiar as much with 9 Lives, Honkin on Bobo, Just Push Play, and Music from Another Dimension. But as I got into the discography, I realized that I needed to go the distance and finish the catalog, and I'm glad I did, because I learned a lot about this band. I'm going to rank the records from my least favorite to my favorite. There really isn't a bad album. There's just great performances on these albums. I mean, a big takeaway is how incredible Steven Tyler is, obviously vocally, harmonica playing, how he really just kind of dominates this band and takes them down a journey. But you have a twin guitar attack with Brad Whitford and Joe Perry. We're going to get into this. Great bass playing by Tom Hamilton and of course, Joey Kramer. My least favorite record by the band, and really this seems to be where people kind of this consensus is 2012's Music from Another Dimension. This is a long record. It's got 14 songs on the regular record at 67 minutes. Then there's 4 bonus tracks. It takes us 80 minutes of music. It's way produced. Legendary Child's a good song off this record. That was kind of the hit off that record, if you will, or the single that they released. Oh Yeah, not bad track. Tell Me is kind of a nice ballad. Street Jesus, pretty kick-ass song. Kind of has the Toys in the Attic riff. Love Her a Lot is probably my favorite song on this record. Love Her a Lot. We All Fall Down. Diane Warren wrote that song. Tyler will sing anything, and he'll sing everything well. Coming in at number 14 on my top Aerosmith albums is 2001's Just Push Play. This thing suffers again from some overproduction. Just Push Play, the title track, overproduced. It's an okay song. Jaded, pretty cool song. Again, Tyler's vocals are incredible. Probably the best song on the record is Jaded. Sunshine, Just Push May is what I wrote for that one. Out of Your Head. I like the swagger here, Pretty cool album cover. Not one of their best, but pretty cool. And then Drop Dead Gorgeous. Joe sings it. It works well for me. Coming in at 13. 1993's Get a Grip. This is the tour when I first saw Aerosmith. Awesome show. Jackal opened up. Eat the Rich, great songs. Came out in 93. Living on the Edge. I've always loved that song. It's an awesome hooky song. One of their last great songs. And then you have the Crying Crazy and Amazing. They're going for that hit. They're going hard for that hit. They have the videos. We liked those videos in the 90s, didn't we? Crying Crazy and Amazing are kind of interchangeable. There's some weaker stuff on this record that we won't talk about, but not a bad record. One of the biggest surprises of this whole thing was my number 12 album. And really, this could maybe even be higher. Honkin on Bobo. This is a blues cover album from 2004. This is really good record. It's a great drinking record. What does Aerosmith do well? They do the blues really well. Steven Tyler is a great blues singer, and he is a really good harmonica player. Highlights on this from 2004, Roadrunner, the title, the leadoff track, love it. Shame, Shame, Shame is a lot of fun. Eyesight to the Blind, totally digging it. Baby, Please Don't Go, a Joe Williams cover. Just, that's their wheelhouse. You know, they picked some smart songs here. Those are the first 4 songs on the album. Banger, 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 banger. And then number 6 song, Back, Back Train. Perry sings it, and I like it. One of the better Joe Perry sung songs. Temperature, solid again. And Stop Messing Around. Perry again, vocals. It's a Fleetwood Mac cover from their blues era with Peter Green. It's really good. This is a damn strong record. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care that it's a covers record. And nobody covered Aerosmith more than Aerosmith covered Aerosmith, and we'll talk about that later. Coming in at number 9, another surprise. And again, another reason to go the distance on the journey of these records. This is a good record, 9 Lives from 1997. This is, I had this higher at one point in my ranking, but where I have it now is at 11. 9 Lives, the title track, like it a lot. Hole in My Soul, the third track. Tyler still has it. He sings with so much emotion. Something's Gotta Give, the 6th track, just nice 90s era Aerosmith. 90s era Aerosmith. Crash is a big rocker. Strong, the song Pink. They're going strong after 25 years at this point in 97. Attitude Adjustment rocks. The album's too long. That's what happens in the CD era, is just because you can put 60 or 70 minutes of music onto a CD, you shouldn't. And this album suffers because it's 20 minutes too long. Fallen Angels, strong again. Trim some of the fat off this record. This is a damn good record, people. Coming in at number 10. Draw the Line. They're running out of gas by 1977. This record, the title track's got some nice energy, but they're nicking themselves, meaning they're copying off themselves even on Draw the Line. Want to know why? It's just okay. Critical Mass, seedy and grimy. I like it a lot. Get It Up, strong enough here. They're trying real hard, though. They're trying really hard to get that next big song. Bright Light Fright, the worst song, in my opinion, in the entire Aerosmith catalog. It's sung by Joe Perry. Only thing on TV is Good Morning News. Man, it is a dreadful song. I don't like the song. But then Kings and Queens is one of my favorite Aerosmith songs. Love that song. Just kicks some strong butt. It's got a great vibe. Hand That Feeds, it's weak. They're running out of ideas here. Sight for Sore Eyes is a little better. It's very cokey, if you know what I mean. David Johansen gets a writing credit, New York Dolls frontman. And then Milk Cow Blues, Kokomo Arnold cover. Doesn't work for me. Does not work for me. The rest of these records in here, the top 9, are strong. And number 9, we have, oh shit, this made a mess here. Devil with Mirrors. So this is the last album before they start getting help writing. This is 1985. This is a strong record. So Brad Whitford's back from when he left in 81, and Joe Perry's back from when he left in 79. Done with Mirrors is a good band album. There's not like one just raucously standout song, but the whole thing is solid. That's what there's another album in the catalog that's better than this that we're going to talk about the same way. It's just a solid album. Let the music do the talking. They're trying hard again. They're using the Aerosmith by numbers thing, and it works good here. But a better song is My Fist, Your Face. Just digging it. One of the best songs on the record. Shame on You. Freaking cool song. The Reason a Dog. Really cool song. But then you got Sheila. Love the song. Tell me if you don't hear Rocket Queen by Guns N' Roses on this. This came out in 85. That came out in 87. Sheila's awesome. Gypsy Boots, cool song. Kind of Toys in the Attic riff. She's on Fire. The Hop. Meat and Potatoes, Aerosmith. Solid enough. Darkness. Tonight I'm going to rock you. Tonight I'm going to rock you. Tonight I'm going to rock you. It reminds me of Spinal Tap. Tonight I'm going to rock you. Listen to Darkness and tell me that it's not influenced by Spinal Tap. Also, a little bit of Lord of My Thighs in that song too. Anyway, maybe it's Tonight I'm Gonna Rock You's in the Hop. Sorry. Anyway, moving on. Man, so now we're getting tough. But number 8, I am going to go Permanent Vacation. This is a strong ass record. I don't care, if they got writing help. You know what? If you're running out of ideas, which they are a little bit on the album previous, get with some people that can help you get to the finish line. This is a kick-ass record. Heart's Done Time, Old School, Strong Opener, Ragdoll. Yes, I'm grooving. I'm really grooving. He can sing. He can do that ragtime thing, that jazzy thing. I love it. Shimoa, Hamilton's bass. Tom Hamilton's a thumping bass player on this song. Higher and higher we go. Dude looks like a lady. Desmond Child's helping out on this. It's cool. I mean, it's fun. Hangman Jury. Let's go. Reminds me of Get Your Wings era Aerosmith's great song. Girl Keeps Coming Apart. Killer Harp on that song. Angel. Steven Tyler knows how to sing a ballad. He just does. And Angel's a good one. And then the movie. I really dig that song. I know some people don't like that song. The last song on this record, very good. Coming in at number 7. The album that follows Permanent Vacation. Their best album of the later period stuff for me is Pump. The difference between this and Permanent Vacation is there's some fat on Permanent Vacation that I don't like. This is solid all the way through. Young Lust opens up. There's Hamilton's bass. Great production on this record. Finds, the next song, is a banger. Jumps off the record. The production jumps off the vinyl here. Love in an Elevator, it's a good song. Jamie's Got a Gun, love that song. Other Side, Take Me to the Other Side, it's killer. You got the horns in there. I'm looking for another cat. I mean, it's good. My Girl, it's kind of a throwback. I like that song a lot. This is a strong record from start to finish. And then What It Takes, Desmond Child helped write that song, If that's what gets you to the finish line, like I said, I don't really have a problem with it. Coming in at number 6, this one surprised me too, because this at one point I had lower. I had done with Mirrors ahead of this, but this is really growing on. This thing is amazing. Jailbait, just menacing, one of the best. This comes out in 82, so there's no Joe Perry on this. Jimmy Crespo's on guitar. Brad Whitford only plays on one song, which is the next one. Lightning Strikes. Really dig it. Only Brad Whitford song on this record. Bitches Brew. What You Been Doing in the Briar Patch. Great song. Bolivian Ragamuffin. Nobody delivers like Steven Tyler vocally, people. He's just amazing. Cry Me a River. He's fearless. He does this jazzy blues thing. And it works because he doesn't give a crap. He's going to sing the phone book. He can sing anything, and he can do blues and jazz. He's amazing. Joni's Butterfly. Again, he's just fearless. Steven Tyler's fearless, and he leads and carries this band. And there's not a lot of fall off here. And Brad Whitford and Steve and Joe Perry aren't even on that record. Rockin' a Hard Place. Strong song. I wrote Badass, Cheshire Cat. Best song on the album. rocking a hard place, Cheshire Cat. Jig is up, just oozes with tude, oozes with attitude. Push comes to shove. Again, he's doing the jazz, blues, Satchmo, kind of scatting, bop thing. I mean, he does it well. Does it really well. Again, only album not to feature Joe Perry. Coming in at number 5, we're going to go with their 1973 debut, Aerosmith. You know, this sounds like a debut album because there's the songwriting is maybe not quite there and the production's not there. But Make It, it's kind of muddy. Make It, Don't Take, maybe not quite as good. This came out January 5th of 73. Less than a month after I was born. Somebody's Next, just reminds me of a little bit of Mama Ken, but it's cool. Dream On, still sounds fresh. His first piano ballad, and it's amazing the way it ends out with him screaming. One Way Street, just harp blues on that, really cool. Mama Ken's one of my favorite Aerosmith songs of all time. Write Me a Letter, feels loose. Basic blues, but it's a cool song. And Moving Out, this is the first song that Joe Perry and Steven Tyler co-wrote together. And then Walking the Dog is this freaking badass Rufus Thomas cover. That's by number 5. Now we're in the top 4. Really, these last several albums have been just great records. But I'm going to go number 4 with A Night at the Ruts. So this is the last album to feature the original lineup. This came out in 79. I think Joe Perry quits the band during the mixing of this record. No surprise, Max's Kansas City kind of talks about getting signed. Production's way better than Draw the Line on this. Chiquita, it's familiar but fresh. So it sounds like the formula that Aerosmith's known for, but it's fresh. This is a good record. A lot like Done with Mirrors, there isn't a huge hit on this record, but it's just every song's good or great. Remember Walking in the Sand. I know people don't like that cover, but I like it. I think it works. Works for me. Cheesecake, another one that some people don't seem to like. I like Cheesecake a lot. It's seedy. It's raunchy. There's something about how this band gets into the underbelly of city life and the streets. 3 Mile Smile, I wrote, it's the best Led Zeppelin song that Led Zeppelin didn't write. It's awesome song. Just love it. Reefer-Headed Woman. It's a blues workout. When in doubt, do the blues. Do a great harmonica solo. Great song. Bone to Bone, Coney Island Whitefish Boy. Love the riff. It's naughty. It's fun. I love it. It feels real. Sometimes Aerosmith's going through the motions. This whole album feels real to me. Think about it. Killer guitar solo. Only AC/DC covered themselves more than Aerosmith covered themselves. But I dig it. I mean, again, kind of a familiar Aerosmith riff thing, and the way that he sequences his vocals. And then Mia, his best piano ballad since Dream On, and really, really good. Jimmy Crespo plays lead on 3 Mile Smile, by the way. He ends up taking over for Joe Perry in the next record. And Richie Suppa is on this record too with some additional guitars on a few songs as well. No surprises in Mia. Anyway, my top 3. This has been tough. But today I'm going to go with Rocks is my number 3rd record. This is a damn good record. Back in the Saddle, just a perfect Aerosmith song. Last Child, Brad Whitford's guitar solo on that's kick-ass. I'm dreaming tonight, dreaming back home. Right! South Tallahassee, Rats in the Cellar, just an absolute banger. Combination. I hear what would become, this came out in 76. I hear mid-80s hair metal in this. meaning that this album was ripped off by those bands like Rat all day long. Love it. Sick as a Dog, high energy, cool song, Nobody's Fault, heavy as hell, goes into Black Sabbath territory. You know, this is a darker record than Toys in the Attic. Get the Lead Out. Is that an ode to Led Zeppelin? Kind of has to be. Lickin' a Promise is a song that keeps this from being on the top spot. It's a weaker song. Home Tonight. It's a weird way to end a really heavy album with kind of a Steven Tyler piano ballad, but it's not terrible. These next two albums are my two favorite. Their second album is going to come in number 2, and that is Get Your Wings. You know, for years I thought Rocks was in that first or second spot, but this is just unbelievable. Same Old Song and Dance. I mean, they are, after their debut by 1974, they are full flight Aerosmith. Same Old Song and Dance is this drop dead classic. Lord of My Thighs might be my favorite Aerosmith song. Spaced, just not too polished yet. Where Toys and Rocks get really polished, especially Toys, this is still kind of grimy, and it's good because of that. Woman of the World, Tyler's just irreplaceable in this band. All right. SOS, Too Bad. Hell to the Yes. Kicking ass and playing poker to win, baby. Look at those guys. And Train Kept a Rollin', Tiny Bradshaw cover. Yardbirds made that famous. The Jeff Beck, Jimmy Page lineup, which is kind of what the Aerosmith does. They do a Yardbirds thing. They do a Stones thing very well. Probably more Yardbirds than Stones. Train Kept a Rollin's a classic. Season of Wither, 5 minutes and 38 seconds. Really shows Tyler's maturity in his songwriting. It can get moody and edgy and kind of scary, but then it's poppy. You know, you can hear the pop sensibilities that would really come in the 90s. Season of Wither is an amazing song. You know, when Pandora's Box is your worst song on an album, you know you wrote a good song. I like that song, but it's not as good as the rest of the album. My number 1 Aerosmith album, of course, is Toys in the Attic from 1975. You know, this is just really kind of a perfect record. Toys in the Attic, the opener is just amazing. The way that he the way that he sings and cadences his voice on the verses, it's just classic Aerosmith. Uncle Salty is just kind of a creepy song. Adam's Apple, Kramer's fills, Joey Kramer's fills, and his bell pings on the ride cymbal. Just a freaking great song. Walk This Way. Again, the drums. I mean, just, you know, it's pinnacle stuff. It's perfect song stuff. You know, we've all heard it a gazillion times, but it's still undeniably great. Big 10-inch, again, give me that jazz. Baby, the band plays the fools. And he does that Satchmo thing. He does that kind of vaudeville act thing better than David Lee Roth does it. I'm gonna say it again, he's better than David Lee Roth does the jazzy thing. Big 10-inch is this killer, just the 2 minutes and 16 seconds. It's so much fun. Sweet Emotion. Talk about things that nobody cares. Wow, out, found the band. I mean, it's perfect. And they try to revisit that type of song a lot in their career, but everything's here on this song. It's perfect. No More, No More. Baby, I'm a dreamer. Find my horse and carriage. It's songs like that. Because you got Walk This Way, and you got Big 10-inch, and you got Sweet Emotion, but having another great song really makes it strong. Such a killer song. Round and Round. Heavy, heavy darkness. Bad to the bone is what I wrote. And then You See Me Crying, piano ballad. You know, he would perfect the piano ballad in the 90s, but damn, it's good here too. A little indulgent maybe with the strings and all that. But that's my number 1. Again, top 15, Music from Another Dimension. 14, Just Push Play. 13, Get a Grip. 12, Honkin' on Bobo. 11, 9 Lives. 10, Draw the Line. 9, Done with Mirrors. 8, Permanent Vacation. 7, Pump. 6, Rockin' a Hard Place. 5 is the debut. 4, Night at the Ruts. 3, Rocks. 2, Get Your Wings. 1 is Toys in the Attic. And again, that's my number 1. See you later. Hey, subscribe to my channel if you like this content. We do shows every single day. Thanks a lot for all my supporters out there. We'll see you later. Bye.